Hello! Oh, I'm a little bit high in the frame, or a bit low in the frame, as the case may be. Welcome everyone to Male Fuzz TV Live, Friday night edition this week, because I will not be able to stream tomorrow at the more usually expected Saturday stream. So, streaming tonight instead. Ah, dear. And it's been a weird couple days. My sleeping patterns are all over the place because I was up all night editing that final countdown video. Anything we were supposed to do today has not happened. So, yeah, weird weekend. So I have stuff that I want to get to after I've streamed, but I'll get to that in due time. But I want to stream first. I want to stream and talk to folk and do some silly games. I'm being distracted by cats. The Firefly and Garrus are kind of eyeing each other up. Garrus? Yeah. He's walking away because he knows he's in trouble. If he meows to get out, because I just let Garrus in, I am going to be livid. I'll be livid with you, cat. I'll be livid. Yep, okay. He knows what the score is. Right. Would you cats simmer down? Let me focus on the task at hand. Nope. Okay. I actually intended to start the stream about 15 minutes ago, and I put it online and thought, this is weird. There's no notifications going out. And not only that, like I couldn't even find it. It wasn't even if like you went to the channel you could actually find it. And it turned out I had the stream set to private, so it was literally unfindable. Is that a word? Unfindable. Impossible to find. We'll go with that. Garrus, don't be lame. Don't be lame, cat. Don't be lame. Yeah, done. I have a sneaking suspicion. Yeah, I had a sneaking suspicion that my chat wasn't updating. There we go. Oh, hey, Renegade. Let's switch that to live chat just in case I miss any things, any comments. What happened to the last stream? It went away after you logged off. Yes, that was intentional. Don't panic. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing wrong with it. Really not Garrus. Cat's staring at me. Really not. You've had food. I let you in because you wanted in. Do you just want to fight your brother? Is that it? You just want to fight Firefly? Is that all this is? Hey Elsa. Welcome to the stream. No Saturday stream this week. So Friday night instead. I found a 2019 Blumhouse horror movie called Sweetheart. I heard it's really good. Yeah, we talked about the trailer on streams, Renegade, at some point during the news segment. Garrus. And he's just casually walked under the bed because he's a menace. Alright. Hey Sean, hey Rogersy, welcome to the stream. You watched Happy Death yesterday because of recommendation in the top 50 and never thought you'd be recommending a Scott Lobdell product. Neither did I. But it turns out Scott Lobdell writing a movie script isn't as bad as writing a comic book. Now, admittedly, a movie then goes to a director's hands who kind of shapes it and makes it all work. So, I mean, it's entirely possible the script was only okay and the director and co kind of, you know, got it to where it was, but I do really like that movie. On Wednesday, I watched Friday 5 and 6 and Donnie Darko and S. Darko. How did you like Friday the 13th, 5 and 6? 5 is typically not considered very good, 6 is usually very well liked amongst the fan base. 6 is a little bit more tongue-in-cheek. 5 is kind of weird because it's not really Jason. And it's like, oh, is Jason Voorhees back? Not really. Not really. Also, when I ordered my Jason mask, it said arriving Friday the 13th. That's just good timing, if anything. We don't actually have anything Friday the 13th planned for next Friday the 13th, unfortunately. Maybe we could have held off Jason X till then, but we don't want to skip Freddy vs. Jason, and we have a pretty packed schedule anyway. I'm recording 3 episodes with Tim on Sunday. In fact, one of the things that I'll probably do after this stream is watch one of those movies. It's a busy weekend. Well, that's good, Renegade. I didn't really like Donnie Darko all that much. It's worth mentioning, though, I didn't see it until, like at least a decade after it came out, so I wasn't caught up in the original hype for it. It was kind of I got to it a long time later. And forgive me, I'm still waking up a little bit. I was napping. Like I say, staying up all night editing kind of killed my sleep pattern a little bit. I did also see Southland Tales by the same director as Donnie Darko, and that movie was that movie was, I mean, it was an experience. I'll say that much. So I was worried you got slapped with a lawsuit when the last stream went down. I was worried you would have to sell your Blu-ray collection and the cats to pay for the lawyer. Oh, I'll never sell the kitties while a Firefly. Well, maybe you. No, nothing's wrong. It really should be back by now. I've just kind of not gotten around to it. Currently watching The Martian, so I'll be back when it's finished. Yeah, no worries, Rogersy. Enjoy. Firefly's just staring at me. He's sitting kind of behind the computer monitor, just kind of looking at me. I enjoyed The Martian. It was a fun film. The book was good too. Yeah, I enjoyed The Martian. It was proof that Ridley Scott can still do it once in a while. Can still make a good movie. And then, of course, he did Alien Covenant after it, and it was like, well, he can still make really bad movies too. If you give him a good script, you'll get something out of it. So yeah, I was up all night editing that final countdown video, which I didn't think would take as long as it did. The statistics at the end ended up taking quite a while to do, and then actually going through and putting all the information on the screen. So it ended up being a really long job, and as a result, I ended up sleeping today instead of doing the things that I was supposed to do today. So if there's any delays in content of anything today, tomorrow, over the weekend, that's why, because that's messed with everything. The Final Duel. I'm not sure what that is. Listen to the preview of the audiobook of The Martian and just didn't like the narrator. I had Matt Damon's voice in my head through it all reading the book. Yeah, that makes sense. If you saw the movie first, that makes sense. You want out, Garrus? Hold on. Uh, Hi, Harry, I guess. Fel Jules, a medieval movie that's coming out with Ben Affleck, Adam Driver. Oh no, I saw. I was looking at movies that were coming out. I didn't remember the name of it, but I remembered this existing. I remember Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, and Adam Driver being in a movie together. Firefly. You been a pest? Oh, here he comes. Here he comes. Yes. Yes. I want the stream. This is my stream, human. Not yours. Oh, you're gonna get my black shirt all cat fur. Oh. This cat, I tell you. You're a nuisance. You're a menace. But you're also my fluffy menace. Who's warm and snuggly. It keeps me warm and cozy. It's exactly the sort of stream content they tune in for, cat. Well, you're all a bit low. You have to sort of pick up. Did you see the new Better Call Saul episode? I mean, yeah. That was the one that was out earlier this week. Yeah, I reviewed it. Reviewed it on my own because Connor was away. Hey Cindy. Welcome to the stream. Say your cat reminded me, have you begun, oh sorry, have I been reading the Firefly comic series? I've read the first like 4 or 5 issues of it. My intent is to catch up, like I have just done recently with the Buffy and Angel stuff. Although a bit of a wrench in those works, possibly. The prices of all digital UK comics just skyrocketed yesterday. So, yep, need to deal with that somehow. Which would be fine if it was just like, because £3.99 comics in the UK were £2.49, £2.50 basically, right? For digital comics, and they had been for a long time. Now, prices were expected to go up for various things because of Brexit, and that was whatever. And if it had went up like 50p to like £3 for a £3.99 comic, I'd have been like, that sucks, but can't really say I'm surprised. It didn't go up to that though. It went up to £4. They're not exchanging the rate anymore. They've just literally taken the dollar sign, taken the dollar sign and turned it into a pound sign. So comics digitally in the UK almost doubled in price this week. So yeah, it is now cheaper to buy the physical books than it is to buy the digital, which is weird. So there's a very good chance that I'm going to be reading a lot of physical comics soon because it's cheaper. Ben Affleck's got blonde hair. Oh dear. Yeah, it really sucks. I can't imagine that. I mean, I don't know what the digital sales were like for the UK. I mean, I don't even think it's just the UK. I think all of Europe had this price hike. I can't imagine them bumping it up again. They bumped it up so goddamn high this time that I feel like they're already uh, incorporate. I mean, it shouldn't affect it too much because it's digital goods. It's not. There's no physical like anything from it. It doesn't make sense that the physical copy be more affordable. No, it doesn't. But either way, I'm paying more than I was before because it was cheaper digitally before, which is why I was digital. So to switch to physical, I have to pay more than I was before. But now that is much cheaper than still buying digital. That the whole thing's messed up. So it was a huge pain. No doubt there'll be a rant on the comics podcast this week about it. And honestly, it may affect plans for elsewhere. I may have to seriously consider if we're still going to do that show now, because now that comics have basically doubled in price, it's kind of hard to justify buying those extra books. Has your area had cases yet? Nothing too close. I mean, the UK's had some cases, but nothing kind of nearby. No, it's not the US, Renegade. It's purely a Europe thing. Yes. Oh, that's right. I will not be saying the name of the epidemic because apparently YouTube videos will be getting demonetized for talking about it. So one must avoid saying the actual name. Italy's really bad for it, actually. Italy's like one of the worst countries for it right now. Yeah, several other YouTubers that I've watched have been avoiding saying the name because they've been getting demonetized just for talking about it. I guess YouTube sees it as like a political issue. So, I mean, my accent can kind of cover it a little bit sometimes with the auto detection, but we will not be discussing the C word. Well, we can discuss it, but we can't. I can't say the C word. Isn't that right? I've got a Red Bull in the fridge that I really want to have, but I know I'm going to need it tomorrow when I'm recording because my sleeping pattern's so out of whack. Yeah, they cancelled South by Southwest. They delayed the next Bond movie because they're worried that too much of the planet's not going to be going to the theaters next month. What's your top 3 psychological thrillers of all time? Oof. I don't know. Um, I'd have to actually think what counts as a psychological thriller. Hmm. So yeah, actually, the Wheel of Fuzz game, which left off last time, there was a new category picked. Video games was a category. Is Rear Window psychological? That's why I'm unclear exactly what to say for this. If we were just going with thrillers, I'd be like, okay, well, Diabolique, Rear Window, and maybe something else. Do you think it may be because there's so much misinformation and it's easier to flag the word and avoid issues with those videos in case it's full misinformation? Yeah, basically. I guess to see it as a political topic as well, perhaps. But regardless, we shall simply avoid saying it. So, yeah, so the category that was picked last time was video game. It should be lined up if I Yeah, look at that. Beautiful. So when someone wishes to get around going, it's all set up to do so. $5 and you get to pick 3 people to play in the round to hopefully bank some score by the end of it. Do you think it... Oh, I read that already. Yurikar should have done the pilot of Mythic Quest. Well, we're supposed to do devs today, and it didn't happen because I was unconscious. So Connor watched it. I will maybe watch it later tonight, and then well, probably Sunday before we actually get to record it now. I mean, that's probably why Sunday. It's probably the conspiracy theory stuff. Yeah. I mean, we could end up in a weird case where a lot of movies in April just get pushed. Maybe even May as well, and then it's like, well, what do we do now? I think one of the hopes is that when the temperature rises, it'll help sort of kill it off. Once the most of the places get warmer for late spring, summer. Because they've cancelled South by Southwest, they cancelled some other conventions. I'm genuinely wondering about E3 if that gets cancelled. And then you have like sporting events. Like not I don't think any sporting events have been cancelled yet, but I'm like, I mean, surely all these thousands of people coming together are a good reason to, or is a bad idea right now. I don't know. That's a shame, Bob. Loads of supermarkets in my area have shelves, empty shelves because idiots are panicking and stockpiling provisions. Toilet paper has been the main thing being hoarded. I don't think it's been too bad here, although I do think stuff like hand wash and stuff like that's maybe a little bit on the low side. Hey there, I'm watching the Deuce at the moment. Been fun watching the reviews alongside as always. Oh, I've got some bad news for you, Devious. We never finished the Deuce. I should warn you right now, the last few episodes were never done. Everyone's planning on holing up apparently. Luckily, I think I'm good in toilet paper. Oh, it was a time thing, Devious. It wasn't to do with quality. Uh, we did, I think, half of season 3 because it was 8 episodes. We did the first 4, if I remember right. Look into a film called Born. It is a horror movie with Alison Brie. Hmm. Should I watch 24? I mean, if you want like a sort of easy to watch disposable action show, sure. It's not something you need to watch though. It's okay. Speaking of Alison Brie, thoughts on the rumors of her being She-Hulk? I mean, I like Alison Brie. Obviously, she's only going to play the human version of her and not like the Hulked out version. But I mean, well, she's may do motion capture for the Hulk. You know what I mean, though. Like I don't really know much about She-Hulk to really have a big opinion on it. But I mean, I tend to try most of the Marvel movies and TV shows, so I mean, sure. Last of Us series sounds promising. If they get Caitlin Dever to play Ellie, I'm 110% in. Putting the guy who did Chernobyl onto it certainly makes it feel like it's not a lost cause. Also, hey Tyler. Just finished Dark, it was so good. Oh yeah, Dark is great. I'm just disappointed if she's cast and then Community movie seems more unlikely, or at the very least further away. I mean, I would love the Community movie, Sean, but I don't think there's any actual reason to think it's going to happen anytime soon anyway. I mean, Alison Brie's got tons of roles. She's still doing another season of Glow. She's got other movies to do. Like, I really, there's no reason to think that that's what's going to stop the Community movie. And Dark is really good. It's a great show. Yeah, I learned since his early days doing Rocket Man. She teased it on a Reddit AMA the other week. Ooh. So it's not just pure internet speculation. It actually does have a little bit of merit. That's good. No, I'm not happy, Tyler. Of course, I'm not happy. Overnight, they made it like pointless buying digital comics to the point where I'm actually annoyed that I've got tons of digital comics already because like the chances of me ever buying more digital comics unless they lower the price again, not even to the amount that it was, just a more reasonable increase as opposed to the ridiculous almost double the price increase. £4 for a 20-page comic is absolutely shockingly terrible. Mm. £4 is like, I don't know, $6.50 in dollars, something like that. big yawn. I'm not sure what Davis is yawning at. There's been a couple of topics going about. Garrus. Oh. Oh. Ow. Oh, right, I was when I was over at the door. I'd forgotten. Oh, that was a good answer, Sean. In terms of prices, just basically everything food-wise went up a little bit. But that's the thing. The comics didn't go up proportionately though. If the comics went up like 25p or 50p, I'd be like, sucks, but seems about right. Nearly freaking doubled. And you can shove your eggs up your ass, Tyler. Straight up your ass. Garrus has decided he wants to be sociable and control my entire body. Yeah, he's so indecisive. He's like, I'll try this position. No, I'll try this position. Eh. Garrus. What do I feed him? Well, cat food. I mean, wet food, if that's what you're asking. Yep, Connor's watched devs. I have to watch it still. Garrus, would you like to settle? It's just, meat and jelly from Felix. With some cat biscuits occasionally. Give him something to chew on. And now eat Garrus. The other two like to have, there's a certain cat food that comes with this sort of crispy coating you can put over the top of it. And the other two love that. Garrus isn't that keen on it though. Garrus just likes his food. He just wants the meat and the jelly. Mm. I'm just here to facilitate a comfortable sleeping position for Garrus here. I've heard of other cats doing that. At least Last of Us 2 won't be delayed anymore. That's true. Well, that was the thing. Like, I feel like for video games, in like streaming shows, all these cancellations of other things are actually kind of like good because video games, because they're delivered digitally or whatever, like it actually doesn't have to affect the launch of a video game. But I try to hold my cats and they refuse. I'm like, why can't you be like Peter's cats? I have trained my feline companions in such a way. Isn't that right, Garrus? Mm. Do you know if there's been any info on GTA 6? It's not really a game I follow, but as I understand it, there's been mild rumblings of Rockstar working on whatever the next game is, which I presume is going to be Grand Theft Auto 6. I resent my cats now, thanks to you. Hope you're happy. Well, it's not thanks to me. It's thanks to my cats. I can't blame my cats for being great cats. Can I, Garrus? No. I think 2022 is too soon. I think 2023 or 24 is more likely. I mean, GTA 5 to Red Dead Redemption 2 was like, what, 6 years? Something like that? It was like, what, 2013 to 2019? Or 2018? 5 or 6 years. Getting this hot cat bath action. But you can only get here on Male Fuzz TV Live. Hey, Garrus. The mic has to be in, cat. I need to talk to the people. I will let you away with whatever you want otherwise. Oh yeah, cat's having a great time. Loves to feel less in charge. Don't you, Garrus? Yes. Although sometimes, Garrus, I think you've got ADD because you keep like getting bored with what you're doing within like 5 seconds and then switch to checking something else. I'll clean my paws. I'll sniff the mic. I'll headbutt me. No? Oh well. Did Tyler fall asleep already? He showed up, he said hello. Or he's supposed to have Cindy's movie stream soon. Oh, it's not a stream, Elsa, it's a review. I'm supposed to review a movie for Cindy. I actually was. My original plan was to try and watch it yesterday, and again, editing the end of the countdown ruined any plans I had for anything yesterday or today. My plan after this stream, aside from probably getting something to eat, is to just work on stuff that I know I need to get through. I've got comics to read for tomorrow. Uh, I've got devs to watch. I've got movies to watch for Screams. Oh. Ow. Ow. Are you ready, Garrus? Oh. Maybe that's better. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Kingdom. Now you have to go back and buy Strange Adventures in physical. Yeah, possibly. I was looking at a subscription service to deliver comics to me every week. So next week will likely be the first week I have some comics delivered. I've been watching the first 10 or so Bond movies for the first time, and they're all not good. Why am I doing this to yourself? Yeah, why are you doing it to yourself? Bond sucks. Move on with your life. It's fine. Are you reading any creator-owned comics right now? I mean, not right now. Because I fell behind in everything that wasn't DC, and I've been slowly catching up on some stuff with the intent of doing elsewhere. I have to admit, though, this new pricing might affect if elsewhere even happens. I'll have to talk to Connor about it. Yes, and it threatens many a thing. But typically, I love stuff by like Ruckus. So I was loving Lazarus when I was reading that. Saga's great. Love was anything being printed right now though. That I read the first couple issues of Gideon Falls, the Lemire book. I need to read that from the start again though. Way to find a comic dealer on the down low. Yes, absolutely. At least previously comics are all in DC Universe. Yeah, previously is not too bad, especially considering that a lot of what we're doing I already owned anyway. But yes, previously now is like, well, yeah, DC Universe is the go-to. Yeah, I've heard Something That's Killing the Children's good. I've seen buzz for that on Twitter. What's up, Garrus? Oh, give me a kiss. That was cute. Hypothetically, if elsewhere didn't happen, would that make previously weekly? That's a good question. I don't know. I haven't thought about it. In theory, it could become weekly. Unless we wanted to use that time for something else. I'll have to give it some serious thought though, because like physical is now cheaper than digital, but it's not cheaper than what digital was before. So I'm still having to pay more for the comics, and Connor will too, and it's a whole thing. I did see Cherry Falls. Wasn't Cherry Falls like 2000 though? I want to say that was right at the turn of the decade. I went to KFC today actually, because I was hungry when I finally finished editing the countdown video, and I went, you know what, I'm gonna go and get some food because I'm hungry. So remember, the rules for Wheel of Fuzz is that $5 buys a round, and you get to pick the 3 contestants, which can or cannot include yourself, and everyone in the round gets to play until it's done. You ever eaten a stock cube? I can't say I have. If you didn't get the famous bowl at the KFC, you ordered wrong. I don't even know if that's an option here. Hey, Garrus. Jeez. Inception is 10 years old. Time's moving too fast. I love donuts. I don't really need KFC's chicken donut thingamajig. Did you see The Dead Don't Die? People hated the movie, but I thought it was really fun. I have not seen that movie, no. It was one that was kind of on a short list to do for streams at some point, and I never quite did get around to it. There was a black and white horror movie on Shudder from last year about a VR setup called Empathy Inc. Worth a look. We have so many movies to do on streams. we have. I mean, we're doing 3 this week. We're doing 3 for the next couple of weeks because Tim wants the weekend off at the end of the month. So we're doing triples for the next few weeks so that we're not falling behind. And like, there's so many movies to do. We're squeezing in a few 2019 movies before we do our top 10s. The episodes for those movies will not go out before the top 10s though. So we're just making sure we've done the episodes so we've seen the movies so that we know if we want to put them in anything. How dare Tim? Well, it's his birthday at the end of the month, so he wants time off. Yeah, we're doing streams after midnight. Although it'll be a week later than we initially thought. I think we're aiming for Saturday the 21st now for streams after midnight. Tentative, but Saturday the 21st, streams after midnight is the plan. For now. You cozy, Garrus? Yeah. There's my pretty cat. There's my good puss. That doesn't mean you're being nice, Garrus. You're being cozy and snuggly. Thanks, Tyler. Looks like we got around. I'll get my wheel ready. All right, Tyler, who's up? I have to update that bar. First one's always annoying.
Well, the leprechaun, of course. That's the most iconic.
Let's copy that. That should be what? 107. Nah, my cats are indoor cats. Oh. 107. Right, bars update. Alright, so Devious, Cindy, and Megan are going to play this round. What do you do for litter? Just, I have 3 litter trays. Nothing fancy. So, Devious, you've not played this yet. If you're familiar with Wheel of Fortune, it's kind of a similar idea. You're guessing letters. You can't guess vowels. You have to buy a vowel for if there's money in the pool. So just to explain this, so the blue text on the screen, the bank, that is what's banked at the end of a round when it's successfully won. How much goes into the bank depends on how many points you get during the round. But the points in the round can be spent on vowels. They can also be taken away with a bad spin of the wheel. But you're guessing consonants, and then you end the round, of course, by guessing what it is. Now, the category for this one is a video game, because the previous winner picked that as the next category. So this is a video game. It was set up last time. So here we go. So Devious, Cindy, Megan is the order. So Devious, I am going to spin the wheel for your turn. £100. So if you guess a letter, you'll get 100 points added to the pool for the round for each appearance of that letter. Ba 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 ba. Ba 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 ba. Hey Garrus, you gonna be my little assistant? You gonna turn the letters for me? Hmm? Yes. I need to train Garrus. Devious. Devious may have disappeared. Give him a couple minutes. And then Tyler, you can maybe swap in someone else if Devious has vanished. Oh, no, Devious is here. Never mind. Going with the E. Alright. Okay, that adds 300 points to the pool. Because there are 3s on the board. You don't have to guess. You can take a guess if you want, or you can just happily pass, and it'll go to the next person. So, well, obviously it'd be nice to win. The point is to try and rack up some points for the bank, because when we hit 20,000, it adds a game of Jackbox to the total. Oh yeah, you're right. Shit. I'll have to pick another one. You're right. I wasn't I wasn't thinking about that there. You're right. You're right, Elsa. You can't guess vowels. Oh, I'm silly. All right, hold on. Let me take that away. That's going to 0. Well, respin and everything. That's me not paying attention. I was too busy getting cozy with the cat. The answer was fear effect for anyone who was curious. But I'll do a new one. Wait, I'll be get cat. I need to do the work. Oh. All right, game face on. Game face on. All right, I'm putting in a new one. So DV should get to go again. No worries, Harry. Have a good night. Okay. Well, that's okay, Elson. I'm glad you corrected it. Alright, I'm going to do a fresh spin for you, Devious. Right, no vowels. Oh yeah, because I had to move Garrus. Ah, he'll be fine. He's on the bed now with the other 2 cats. He's happy. Alright, doing a new spin. Starting the round fresh. $150 points per appearance of a letter. So you can only pick a consonant. That is important. Something which I completely forgot about for like 10 seconds. It's still a video game, yes. I'm afraid there are no S's. But good guess, Davies. Cindy. This is your spin. 100 points per letter. There are no L's, I'm afraid. Megan, was your spin? You get a free vowel. So, there is a blanket 200 point value when you get a free vowel. So, hit us with a vowel, Megan. There are no A's, I'm afraid. Devious, we're back to you. So spin the wheel. £150 again. There is, in fact, one N. Oh. So that adds 150 points to the pool for the round. You can take a crack at a guess, or just pass it on to the next person. Pass it on, indeed. BRB, let me go check Pete's stream list for all games ending in N. Very good. Cindy, your spin. Oh, that is on the line. I'll give it to you. 1,000. 1,000 per appearance of your consonant. There are no B's, I'm afraid. Renegade. Your spin. Miss a turn. Not too bad. Devious, we're back to you. Here's a spin. Miss a turn, oh my. Oh my, 2 in a row. Cindy. Cindy, we're back to you. You get a hint, oh my. PlayStation 1, that is your hint. I'll give you the console. PlayStation 1 is your hint. So you can take a guess or you can pass it on. That's alright, we'll move on to Renegade. We'll spin the wheel. £100 per appearance of your constant. Renegade. What are you going for? There are no H's, I'm afraid. Back to Devious. 150 points per appearance of your letter. Where's Elsa? F. There's no Fs, I'm afraid. One of the things about a short word like this is you don't have a lot of letters to get. But we're back to Cindy. Spin the wheel. $150 points. I think I've got it. Sean thinks he's got it. Where have you been, rude boy? There are no G's, I'm afraid. Back to Renegade. $250 per appearance of your constant. Yeah, no Saturday stream, rude boy. That's why I'm streaming tonight. I'm afraid there's no R's. Video games is a category. Devious, we're back to you. $100 points. There's no W's. Sunday. It's a turn. Not too bad. Renegade. 1,000 points. Pressure's on, Renegade. Pressure's on. You can rack up the points for this one. There's no M's, I'm sorry. Devious, we're back round to you. $100 points. 100 points. This is exciting. Okay, you say. There is, in fact. That adds 300 points to the board. Your guess, Devious. Tekken is correct. There we go. Now, Devious, that means you bank the points that are in the pool to the bank, which is good. It also means you get to pick the category for the next round. Oops. One too many digits. The poor man's Mortal Kombat. I get behind that. I get behind that. Alright, Devious, you can pick a category for the next round. You get to pick from movie, TV show, video game. Could be actor, could be movie quote, could be character. Fictional character, perhaps. Could be song. I was never I got Tekken 3 with my PlayStation 1, but I never really played it much. I didn't really like it. I basically discovered I didn't really like fighting games that much. Medieval that I got on my PS1, on the other hand, I played a lot of. You go with actor. Go with actor. Okay, okay. Well, I can set that up. Next time someone buys a round, it'll be actor. So good fun. All right, it's set up. Should I buy Medieval? The story sounds cool, but I'm not sure about the gameplay. The gameplay is pretty old school, so if you like thingy, then good. Top 5 comic story arcs go. Oh, that's right. I owe Tyler a top 5 or two, don't I? Top 5 comic arcs. Okay. I'm not putting them in order yet. I'm just spitballing, hon. Right. Black Mirror is definitely one. Blackest Night's definitely one. Doomsday Clock's definitely one. Hmm. Tough, 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 tough. Because I can't just say a full run. There's a couple of runs that I'm tempted, but there's no like specific arc in that run that I would point to and say, "Hey, that arc is the thing." Hmm. Blackest Night and Black Mirror are the first two I thought of as well. Yeah. Yeah. It's awkward because there's a lot of things that are not arcs, they're runs. Like, I'm thinking Stephanie Brown Batgirl, I'm thinking Fraction Hawkeye. Like, there's a lot of books that are not like an arc, they're just like a full thing. And I feel bad about like just picking lots of minis because it'd be really easy to fill it out that way. Yeah, like Mr. Miracle. Like, I'm even Doomsday Clock, which I said like arguably shouldn't count because it's not an arc in the middle of a run. Because it'd be very easy to say, oh, being super and uh, Superman Secret Identity and stuff like that. But they're not arcs and runs, they're standalone stories. Because I want to say like Tynion's Detective Run, but it's not an arc. I don't know what specific arc I would pick for it. I mean, actually, Infinite Crisis, and I'm kind of including a lot of the stuff that built up to Infinite Crisis as well, but there was a lot of things from a lot of books building into that. So I would definitely go with that. Maybe Wonder Woman Year One from Rucka. Maybe that would get in there. Oh, Superman Brainiac. Superman Brainiac from Johns. Yeah, the indie books are hard though because I don't really think of them in arcs. You know, I think of Why the Last Man being Why the Last Man, like the whole thing. I think of Black Hammer as just being all of at least the main book, Black Hammer. Maybe the minis that are spin-offs I count differently, but oh, that's tough. That's tough. Hmm. Tom King's Nightmares arc of Batman, Flash Issue 1. Sean. No, 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 no. Let's not be a troll. No. I mean, there's parts of those runs though that I mean, I don't know if I'd pick my favorite, but like, you know, Flash War was really good, and the one with Gorilla Grodd before that, Perfect Storm, I think that was called, was also pretty good. A lot of Tom King's earlier stuff I liked. You know, I liked War Jokes and Riddles, and I liked some of that stuff. There's a lot of good stuff in that earlier half of King's Batman. Oh, Batman Prey's really good. That's one of the early arcs in Legends of the Dark Knight. That's a pretty good one. Did you check out the pilot for Dispatches from Elsewhere? I think the pilot is designed for you to decide whether it's your kind of show or not. Interesting. I've got some pilots to do because Cindy asked for a pilot from today, and given that we didn't even get to devs because of the countdown edit and pushed everything back, so that's tentatively on my to do list for early next week. So I'm busy, is what I'm saying. I'm busy. I've got a bunch of stuff to record with Tara tomorrow, and Sunday I've got 3 Screams episodes to record. Obviously tomorrow's also Comics Day. Because it'd be really easy to throw in like Harleen as well, but again, I don't know if like a miniseries counts in this. So what have I said? Blackest Night, Black Mirror, Batman Prey, Superman Brainiac. Hmm. I should give you one more just to complete the 5. Oh, an Infinite Crisis. I'll say Infinite Crisis. I was just giving suggestions for you to fill some more spots, but cool. I wanted to try and get to some of them though, because it is kind of the point of that tier, but admittedly, I think the one that was coming out next week looked more interesting out of the 2, so we'll see. We'll see. I mean, the weekend is really busy now, especially since we essentially lost a day of recording today. So, yeah, I'll be reading comics and watching stuff for the weekend after I'm done streaming. Oh, no worries, Sean. Have a good night. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. So you're still at 2 top 5s, I think, Tyler? Yeah, I had fun with Hush. It's not like I wouldn't put it in my top 5 or anything, but I do have fun with Hush. Was listening to Kidge before this stream. Weird you started humming it now. I hum that tune every so often. It's one of those just tunes that are permanently in my head. And Devious always likes to credit the song whenever I happen to bring it up. Oh. Oh, God. My arms, my legs, everything's sore. Although I felt like I got a lot of walks in this week. This is the first week of the year that I felt like I got a really good amount of walks in. The weather's obviously just been kind of shit because it's been winter. Whereas this week I've had like 4 pretty long walks, so we're getting back to the normal amount, which is good. But it has left me a little bit sore. Do 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 ho 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 do do do. That is some music from Battlestar Galactica, if anyone's curious. So after episode 6 of Westworld, and it occurred to me that the show is like lost if it was done in reversed order, with Hopkins being one of the Cain and Abel characters. Oh, I could see that. And the fact that it's from one of the writers of Lost. No, wait, no, it's not. What am I talking about? I'm thinking of Damon Lindelof. It's Jonathan Nolan and his missus that run that show. But I can see that. It's got the mystery box style of storytelling. I am looking forward to Westworld coming back though. I was just looking for some of her art earlier today, and I'm convinced that Joelle Jones would draw a good Green Lantern series. I mean, Joelle Jones is great. Like, I think I discovered her with Being Super, and then obviously she was on a fair bit of Batman and popped up in things here or there. But she's definitely one of the artists that I get excited about. Ah, dear. Oh, The Outsider's finally over this week. I'm kind of glad for that, to be honest. The show has kind of been sucking. Do you prefer Garage to Shaner, generally speaking? I guess so. I've not read Strange Adventures yet, for the record, though, if this is why the question's a thing. Of course, each episode viewing of Westworld is followed by a Male Fuzz review. Check your local YouTube for further details. Yeah, I don't even know what insane theories we had back then. I remember season 1 being a lot of... We'd heard a theory early on, and we kind of doubted it, and then over the course of the season, we kind of kept saying, oh, but maybe... oh, maybe this little detail kind of maybe leads to that. Or maybe. Green Knight looks intriguing, by the way. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Green Knight. We'll see how that is. Welcome back, Rogersy. Welcome back indeed. Oh, yeah. Right now, you're on the theory that one storyline is actually in the past. I will not comment because I don't want to accidentally confirm or deny anything. It was more on that last comment from the multiverse you weren't super high on. Darrington made me think you'd probably like Garrett's to Shanner. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I like Shanner though. I like Shanner more than Darrington, I think. I haven't read any comics. I've only got 6 books for tomorrow, but one of them's 100 pages because of the stupid Flash anniversary thingamajig. Interesting. Dev Patel is already directing a movie himself, by the way. It'll most likely come out next year and has the cinematographer of Old Boy, It, Stoker, etc. attached, as was one of the Hotel Mumbai writers. I don't know what to expect from that. I only know him as an actor, so maybe it'll be good, maybe it'll be bad. I never saw Hotel Mumbai. Interesting to hear it was good, though. It's an interesting theory, and considering the fact that all the hosts look the same and are in a loop of the same storylines, that it neither proves nor disproves it at this juncture in my viewing. We had fun theorizing over that season. And I am looking forward to season 3. Season 2 had a couple of weaker episodes, but still had a lot of great stuff in it. Hotel Mumbai is one of the most tense and disturbing films I've seen in a while. That's interesting because I've heard literally no one talking about it. You're the first person to say to me, or even not even just say to me, just, see things on Twitter or see things on message boards or whatever. I've seen no one talking about Hotel Mumbai. I'm wondering if the ginger is going to be hungover or not for the dev review. I mean, we're probably not going to record the devs review until Sunday night now, because we ain't going to have time tomorrow. I definitely don't have time tomorrow. Once I get the comics podcast done, I have to edit that and get that out for patrons. At that point, I'm locked into watching stuff for the next thing I'm doing. He bought a lot of whiskey. Oh, did he? Well, I guess the next TV news, he's going to have plenty to choose from. It's always one of those things when you base a movie on a real thing like that, that's that hard hitting. Especially when it's relatively recent. Yeah, the first season of Westworld doesn't really show you anything of the outside world. I don't think it's too much of a spoiler to say that there's a moment early on in season 2 when you realize one of the scenes isn't in Westworld, and you're like, whoa, this is the world! We're in the real world! Oh, pardon me. Da-da-ba-ba-ba. Just get back from seeing Onward. Hey, Fletcher. Welcome. Yawn all of a sudden. I'm getting a hunger itch actually. But I was munching on nuts there for a little bit. I shall have to consume some edible materials after the stream. I have to admit, Onward's been so lightly advertised that I wasn't even aware it was a Pixar movie until last week. Does Jeffrey Wright play any roles that don't have him being a scientist of some sort that is associated with some sort of grand game or contest? I'm sure he does, but I've not seen any of them. There's a horror movie on Prime called Livestream about a guy that streams horror games. Looking forward to watching it tomorrow and seeing how awful it is. Yeah, given that I've not heard of it, it's probably going to be terrible. I feel like if that was good, if there's a movie with that premise that was good, I feel like we'd all have heard about it. Mm. I got cat fur all over me. Stupid Garrus. Description: while playing a haunted game, a video game streamer and his fans experience deadly consequences. Yeah, that's low for a Pixar movie. For sure. Yeah, Prime has a lot more weird things on it. Especially US Prime. Netflix has like a few mainstream horror movies and then just lots of like crap, but it's not interesting crap. It's all like modern stuff that's dirt cheap, which is not as interesting as classic stuff that's dirt cheap. Yeah, Amazon will let anything go through pretty much. Did Castlevania come out today? What's the day of the release date? There's one about a killer tumbleweed that I remember being fun. I mean, I've obviously Rubber's a pretty famous movie. The Killer Tire, which I own on Blu-ray because I'm a madman. Still haven't seen Ready or Not. I bet I'd love that one. Yeah, Ready or Not's not bad. I didn't love it though. Me and Tim were more kind of. It's fine. It's got some stuff in it, but wasn't necessarily what we wanted, or what we were hoping it would be. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, I've got another Patreon book to do this month. Talking Superman's make me do Midnighter issue 1. If I have time, maybe I'll do that for tomorrow's episode. Oh, the prostitute robots in Westworld self-cleaning. To a point, yeah. They go in for maintenance though, so maybe they clean them up when they go in for maintenance as well. Yeah, I could be doing with less found footage in my life. I saw CGP Gray's video about tumbleweeds. Those things are no joke. I don't know if I've ever encountered a real tumbleweed, like a proper tumbleweed. I don't think I live in the climate for it. Well, this is the thing. He genuinely wants me to be convinced that Orlando's sometimes great because he likes that book. So it's well intentioned enough, but there's a good chance I'll hate it. With all those guests and the same 2 girls propositioning everyone that walks by, I'd figure there is no time to go into maintenance in between each session. Well, I mean, I assume part of their programming is to go for a shower, so I guess they do clean themselves in that sense. Yeah, Arizona feels like a place that'd have tumbleweeds. I have 3 cats though, so every so often there'll be like a little ball of like fluff and dust that's accumulated, and it'll roll across the room, and I kind of joke that that's the tumbleweed inside the house. Because when you have 3 cats who shed cat hair, you tend to have a lot of fluff building up much quicker than you otherwise would. I hear a Morricone score every time I see it. Wow, wow, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Cat's been pulling his hair out, little fluff balls everywhere. Yep, that sounds like having a cat. Oh dear. Grew up in West Texas, tumbleweeds everywhere. Yeah, it's like a deserty thing, right? You think of that kind of region of the US when you think of tumbleweeds. Well, I'm sure there's probably other parts of the planet that probably get them too. What was the last comedy you saw, and what was the last comedy you really liked? Last comedy I saw. to my letterboxed. Because I can't remember. Last comedy I mean, I guess Idle Hands was the last comedy I saw, because I just did that for Screams. The last one I really liked, though? I don't know. I don't watch a lot of just straight up comedies. It's not something I do as much. I mean, if we're counting Jojo Rabbit as a comedy, then that, because that's amazing. But, I mean, it's got a lot more going for it than just being a comedy. Yeah, I'm browsing the last few months of my viewings, and I'm not really seeing anything sticking out to me. Main memory of tumbleweeds is how they're way bigger than you see in movies. Are they dangerous? Can they can they roll right over you? Good night, Devious. Have a good sleep. It's a band. Oh, thank you, Rude Boy, for explaining that. It's not a sentence I was quite understanding all that well, to be honest. What do we do? What do we do? Oh, I need to add the film to my letterboxd. Can't be letting that fall behind now. So I've got 3 movies to watch for streams on Sunday, and 2 of them are basically guaranteed to be bad. Maybe not terrible, but bad. So I'm not particularly looking forward to any of them. The third one might be okay. The third one had a good trailer, I think, from what I remember. Yeah, The Farewells, no, I wouldn't know if I'd call that a straight up comedy. Will Neo be the next Agent Smith? Maybe. That's possible. I was thinking he was probably going to be more like the Han Solo of this movie, and like Force Awakens. He's going to be the older dude who kind of like trains the young new main character who's the new chosen one. Are you guys going to see Itsy Bitsy? I don't know what that is. Bad movies equals entertaining reviews. That is often the case, Fletcher, yes. Banana Splits is a comedy? Nah, I mean, it's got comedy elements, but it's more of just a horror movie. La 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 la. 1 banana, 2 banana, 3 banana, 4. From last year. I mean, it might get done eventually. The guy that's in the new Candyman was also cast in Matrix 4. He was good in Watchmen, so that's okay. I have a long drive tomorrow. Give me something entertaining to listen to. What you mean in terms of our content? I don't know. Go get the Screams playlist up and go nuts. We're almost at 400 episodes. About to be some in there you've not listened to before. La 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 la. Or maybe I could recommend the Ace episodes on the Terminator movies. I like to think I go quite in depth and analytical in the first two, and then 3 through Genesis is just nothing but unfiltered rage and and tearing them apart. I think those are relatively entertaining for that reason. Listen to the top 100 horror movies and Tim's descent into madness as he lists his choices. I was gonna say, what's Lee 2? Lep 2, yes, Leprechaun 2. Big hint. So we switched to legacy numbering on the audio feed for streams, right? Because I wanted to have like the real total in the episode numbering. Same on Patreon. Patreon has the episode numbers. YouTube doesn't, because YouTube viewers don't like numbers in their titles. It scares YouTube viewers away, as bizarre as that sounds. So can't do that. But I showed Tim where we were numbers wise, and the Invisible Man was like episode 390, and then Idle Hands is 391. And he said, can we do Leprechaun 4 for episode 400? And I'm like, I mean, I guess. Like, if you think it's deserving of episode 400. So, that's a thing that's happening. Oh, thanks, Rude Boy. Oh.
The Leprechaun, of course. That's the most iconic.
Speaking of the lep, also, Tyler just took a hit. Tyler took a direct hit to the bow. Oh yes, happy Friday 666. Very, very good, very good. All right, Rude Boy. Oh, sorry. Yeah, Rude Boy. Who's playing? Assuming that's what you're doing. Assuming you're buying around. La 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 la. Best idea Tim's had. Okay. If me and Tara were talking about an idea for later in the year, on how to do something for something else coming out that could be fun. The day I discovered, and I know the whole world care about it. Yep. 3 people, Rude Boy. You pick 3 people, which you either include or don't include yourself in. No. Then again, I don't really. That's a negative to having more people, I suppose. 3 just seem like a good number to keep it flowing consistently. La 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 la. I've got a Sugar Banana Split song stuck in my head now. I blame Tyler for this. Alright, I'm playing to win. Cindy, Tyler, and of course yourself. Alright, we'll go with that order. Cindy. Yeah. Little Lip fan, you're up first. I will give you a spin. Where are we? Here we go. Spin the wheel. $200 points. 200 points per letter. Remember, this is an actor, as picked by the winner of the previous round. 200 points per appearance of the consonant you choose. Do do do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. You go with R. I can confirm that there is at least one. Let me just Okay. Okay, I can tell you. That was 200 points, right? So yeah, that's 400 that's been added because there was 2. Fletcher just shooting for the moon immediately. La 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 la. Da, 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 da. You can guess or pass. Firefly. Don't have a clue. Alright. So Tyler. Spin for Tyler. Let's see what we get. You get a hint. Oh my. A hint, a hint, a hint, a hint. Okay, your hint is that this actor has played a vampire. This actor has played a vampire. Well, that was a short round. You know, part of the point is to build up the the points to go out of the bank. So you could have milked a few more letters there before you guessed it. But I mean, yeah. I mean, there's a risk of losing the points though because of the garbage. There is a risk element to it. All right. I'll put in a comma there, I think, just to make it obvious. Once you get to 5 digits, you have to specify there. Rude boy didn't even get to go a second. If I Rude boy didn't even get to go once. Cindy only got 1 spin. We have an anti-garbage right now. No, you don't. They don't carry over from night to night, Renegade. Oh, look at Tyler try to heal.
Leprechaun, of course. That's the most iconic.
Thanks, Tyler. Okay, actually, Tyler, you have to pick the. You have to pick the. Elsa left for a little bit. Did I say they carry over? I don't think I did. I don't think I said they carry over from night to night. The points carries over from stream to stream. The bank, that is. The bank carries over from stream to stream. Tyler, you have to pick a category. And I think Elsa said she was going for a little bit. It's not like she was going to come back, but... Topic is movie, alright? Nice and simple. I shall set that up. Bum bum bum. Okay. Just blocking in the right thing, so. That's the. That's B. Here's the C. These are just the rows with the squares. This isn't me saying letters that are in the thing. Okay. Oops. That revealed there. Okay. Let me just confirm I spelled that right. Okay, cool. Not there's any hard words in it. Just what's the opposite of Christopher Walken? I don't know. Jennifer Lawrence? No idea. Christopher. Oh, Jesus. I'm not entertaining that joke. Not entertaining it. Alright. So we got a movie, and the order is Rude Boy, Renegade, Cindy. Rude Boy, Renegade, Cindy. Rude Boy, Renegade, Cindy. So here, oh. Let me shrink this one a little bit. Oops. Come on, let me. There you go. Alright, so as a movie. So Rude Boy, you get your first spin. £150 per letter, per constant. Take your pick. Oops. Sorry, Firefly. T. Right. Give me a second. Okay. So that actually added 4 onto the board, so that was 150, so that's 600 points in the pool. The bar, oh yeah, I need to update the bar. Quite right, quite right. Super chat doesn't update automatically. So there's the thing as I update the bar. In fact, let me see what the bar was before I do that. 112, 117. Thank you again, Tyler. And Rude Boy. Thank you for the tips. What could it be? I'm trying to like sort of sometimes go for a long like one so that you have a lot of letters to potentially guess. Because sometimes it is a bit cruel when I pick a 5-letter word. And it's like, okay, there's only like 3 letters. Right, passing. Alright, on to Renegade. Cindy's up third, so just keep that in mind. So Renegade spin. Oh no! It is a movie, yes. Tyler picked movie. Garbage, unfortunately, has emptied the pool. Now, keep in mind you can buy an anti-garbage if you want. I don't know why I said that was before, but we'll call it $3 just to make life simple. But yeah, sorry, Renegade. That was a bad spin. First bad spin of the night. But there's a lot of letters to still go in this one. You could very easily build up the points in this, especially if you land on a high amount. So I'll spin the wheel for Cindy. Well, I mean, the second garbage doesn't really mean anything because there's nothing to lose. So, I mean, look at it that way. And I guess the reason why you would buy an anti-garbage is if you build up a lot of points and you start getting really scared of like losing the points. I guess that's why you would do it, is you want to guarantee you're safe for the round. Because if you end up with like 5,000 points in the pool, that'd be maybe when you're tempted to do it. So we're back to Red Boy, right? Red Boy, here's your spin. 100 points per consonant. What you got? H. Being strategic there, I see. Okay, so that adds just one H to the board, so you get 100 points in the pool. I'll show you. Admittedly, I don't know if you really need to see it, given that you knew where the H was going to go. Let's be honest. Passing, cool. Renegade. Will she once again get rid of the points that Rude Boy got? Only one way to find out. Okay. I mean, it's not good, but you didn't lose the points. Just miss a turn. Cindy. Oh. 1,000 points. Big money. Big money for this guest, Cindy. You could build this up something huge. It's completely random. I wouldn't read into it. Renegade, you're not cursed. Going for S. There's definitely at least one. Let me just okay. That is adding 2,000 to the pool. Big money. Big money. Big money. You're passing, okay. That'll take us on to Rude Boy once again. Oh, miss a turn. Missed a turn. Renegade. A lot of points in the the pool here, Renegade. Hope your mojo will help this spin. £200. Alright, 200 points per continent. But most importantly, didn't lose any money. L. Right, there is. Oh, that's the wrong thing. There is at least one. Let me. Okay, there is indeed one. So that was 200 points, puts that up to 2300. You're passing, okay, okay. That takes us to Cindy. I'll spin the wheel. Spin the wheel. Anti-garbage in the bank. In the bank. Did we establish... What did we establish for this? Like, do you spin again to get a letter, or is there a blanket value that you get now of like 200 points? Yeah, that was really good timing for that. I can't remember what we established for this, because it doesn't make sense that you miss a turn if you get anti-garbage. I'll take it. Pass. $250. Why was it $250? $250. I even remember. $250 doesn't sound remotely memorable. That's 200. Let's go with 200 because it's 200 when you get a free vol. We'll say 200 just to make sure more of it's consistent. We go for M. Okay, okay. There is definitely. Okay, so that adds 400. Putting it up to 2700 for the pool. High pool here. High pool. High pool. That's what it looks like now. Do 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 do. What could it be? You're passing. Alright, we're back to Rude Boy. There's an anti-garbage in the tank for the night. Oh, missed a turn. Rude Boy, but a bit of bad luck there. That's 2 in a row I think you've missed, right? Back to Renegade. 150 points for Renegade. To guess a letter. A consonant. I go with R. Alright, let me. Okay. What was that? Was that 250? I think that was 250. 1350. There we go. Do I lose any money if I guess wrong? No. No. You can only lose the money by getting the garbage. That's the only way you lose it. And you have an anti-garbage as well. Yes. Being the Ultimate Disaster movie is the correct answer. And it is indeed a Mr. Bean movie. And I remember it fondly, quite frankly. I remember it fondly. Renegade. You get to pick the category for the next round. So what did that go up to? 1350 it goes up to, okay. Nice big bankable amount on that. Yeah, now he's determined to keep his health up so he doesn't lose his proper image. We can do video game. Renegade, yep. That could be the next one. Alright. Video game. Video game. Okay, video game. Just try to think of a video game. Okay. Oh, come on. Alright, I need to actually type this. I was trying to copy and paste something, but it has to be all caps. Okay. Okay, right. Just putting all the blocks back in because they're all open. Because that was a really long title, and this one's not as long. Okay. Alright. Oh, wait, no, hold on. What's that? There we go. Alright. Everyone's set up. Everyone's set up for the next round. If and when someone wishes to get one. We do have an anti-group badge for the night, though. There's a video game. If I can even show you it, why not? We're not actually in a round yet, but you may as well see it. There's the blocks. Oh, I almost clicked stop streaming there by accident. Here's my puss puss. My firefly. Firefly's on my lap. I don't know if that was obvious from before, but he's on my lap. He's purring away. He's happy. Does Rid get a top 5 too? I mean, yeah, I suppose Rid can get a top 5. I may have to rethink the pricing for these top 5s because I don't know if I want every single time someone buys a round to have a top 5 as well. That's a lot of top 5s. Here's my puss puss. That's a lot of bank tonight, actually. Nice healthy amount. Having that one like thing in the wheel that gets 1,000 per letter makes it exciting because it does mean that even though a lot of rounds are only a few hundred you bank, sometimes you can get a nice big one. Isn't that right, Puss Puss? Yeah. Yes. Firefly, you little menace. Oh dear. So what time is it? Right, I think. Yeah, everyone went quiet all of a sudden. I think I'll probably wrap the stream up in like half an hour. So if you want one more round, I'll try giving you last call, I guess, is what I'm saying. Wait, I grab some Jolly Ranchers. Elsa was here earlier, but she had to leave for some reason. I mean, it sounded like she might be back, but Bob was here a little bit. David's not been around though. It's a work night, so David doesn't get back in till whatever time. Wheel of Fuzz, yes. Wheel of Fuzz Fletcher, don't get me sued. For a Fletcher, Megan, and Rude round. Thanks, Cindy.
Well, the leprechaun, of course. That's the most iconic.
Oh dear. Okay. I have to update the bar actually. I'd like Cindy to do a super chat actually, now that I think about it. What's that? 117. 122. Is it Minesweeper? You'll have to guess properly. I have not confirmed or denied anything. We are doing spins. Fletcher, Megan, Rude. Alright, Fletcher's up first. You get the first spin. Fletcher, Megan, Rude. Fletcher, Megan, Rude. 200 points per constant. Fletcher. M. There's no M's. Well, that got that out of the way. Renegade. Real spin. Hint. Oh my. It is a fighting game. That's all I've got for you. You're passing, Renegade. Okay. Okay. Rude Boy. I never played Dead or Alive, but I do remember it. Spin for Rude Boy. Spin for Rude Boy. 150 per consonant. Take your pick. 150. Going with R. R for Rude Boy. Okay. Added 1 to the board, so that's 150 in points. There you go. Is it Soul Calibur? Well, it is, but I mean, you're the one who said like 2 rounds ago that the tactic was to build up points. So. Oops. You're too late now. You've banked it now. Why would it's your turn to guess? Why why would I not? No one ever says final guess. Oh dear. Shambles. Shambles. All right, I'll tell you what. I'll do another one. All right, we'll do a. What I'll do is, you know what? I'll even let you keep the 150 that you just banked. You can keep the 150. We'll do a second round with the same people. All right.
Well, the leprechaun, of course. That's the most iconic.
Oh, thanks, Red Boy. I'm trying to read something that's really small. Oh yeah, Tyler's taking hits. Yeah. It's always fun. Okay, alright. Okay, so Rude Boy just bought around, but you know what? I made a mistake. I will give the free round first, okay? Rude Boy's round can go afterwards. Right, so just Rude Boy, you'll have to remind me who you picked when we get there. So I'm picking a new video game to replace that previous round. Who was in that previous round? I can't remember now. It was like Fletcher, Rude Boy, and someone. No, that's actually too easy. That's too easy. That's too easy. Too easy. Right. Okay, it's a video game. We'll go with the original order. It was Fletcher, Rude, Renegade, I think. Or is it Fletcher, Renegade, Rude, Renegade, Rude? That doesn't really matter, does it? Fletcher, you go first. I've decided. Right, Fletcher. Wheel spin. Soul Calibur 2. 1,000 points! Oh, baby. Alright, 1,000 points for each appearance of the constant. Actually, I need to take away that 150, so that's back to 0. Alright, 1,000 points per appearance of a letter. Yep, pressure indeed. Don't pick X. R. There is no R's, I'm afraid. It's a valiant effort. Valiant effort. No, I was asking the group. Yeah, very good. There's no asking the group nonsense with the letters. How dare you? Dun 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 dun. The loophole's been plugged. Alright? Loophole has been plugged. You're guessing Super Mario Brothers. Bold move, Cotton. Let's see how it plays out for him. I think he was intentionally trying to joke Rude Boy. I think it was just it was basically a. Well, it's there. It's there now. I put it. I assumed it was basically just a funny way of passing more than a genuine guess. Alright. Renegade. Your spin. $200 points. 200 points per consonant. Renegade. Hit me with it. T. There are no T's, I'm afraid. So we'll move on to Rude Boy. Oh, a second anti-garbage. We have 2 anti-garbages now. Put in the tank for the night. So you still get to guess a letter. 200 points flat value. N. I can tell you there is an N. Let me just there's one N, adds 200 points to the pool. There it is there. Yeah, there was one big round also with almost 3,000 points banked. It is not Commando. That brings us back round to Fletcher. I'll spin the wheel. $150 points. Per consonant. There is no S, I'm afraid. No S in there. Renegade. This is your spin. $250 points. That is the highest outside of the 1,000. 250 per consonant. H. There are no H's, I'm afraid. Brings us back to Rude Boy. $150 for your guesses. Maybe you should lower the 20,000 to 15,000. It's taking, what, 3 streams, and we are still not quite there yet to the goal. What do we do anyways? Yeah, you add a Jackbox to the Jackbox total, essentially. No, that's true. It's taken a couple of streams, but I mean, this is only the second time I've done it with this pricing tier. The first one was completely different. We'll keep it at 20,000 for now, because I think that once people start playing it a little bit smarter and not banking too early, I don't think it'll be that hard to get to 20,000. Depending on the choices that are there. Go for M. There's no M, I'm afraid. No M. Which brings us back around to Fletcher. So I'll spin for Fletcher. 1,000. See, half your 1,000s. And all of a sudden, 1,000 points for your consonant guess, Fletcher. What could it be? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. That's my game show music. No one's guessed D yet, and I can tell you there is a D. So that's at least 1,000 added to the pool. So let me add that on there. So now the pool's looking quite healthy. The pool's looking healthy. Doo 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 doo. Firefly. Why are you in a mood? You can boss me around, Captain? I am human, you're a cat. Which means I'm in charge. Yes. That takes us on to Renegade, right? Renegade. There's 2 anti-garbages, so nothing to worry about here, really. $200 points. 200 points. B. There are no B's, I'm afraid. Red Boy. Spinning for Red Boy. Free Vul. Alright, blanket 200 points value, Red Boy. Pick a Vul. Firefly. Going for A. I'm afraid there's no A's. Which takes us back round to Fletcher. Spinning the wheel. 200 points. 200 points, Fletcher. For a consonant. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Firefly. What was my clean black shirt at the start of this stream is now covered in ginger cat hair. P has not been guessed, you're correct. Unfortunately, there is no P's. On to Renegade. Spinning the wheel. Spinning the wheel for Renegade. 100 points. 100 points per consonant. What could it be? You're going for C. There are no C's. The asking the group thing won't work, alright? We're not doing that. Nice try though, Fletcher. Which takes us on to Red Boy. Takes out a rude boy, takes out a rude boy. 200 points. 200 points per letter. Yes. Firefly. I'd like to point to the case law precedent read by V. Peter. G. G is a good guess because there is definitely a G. Adds 200 points to the pool, putting us up to 1400. That's how it's looking. I'm just fighting with fireflies on my lap. Whilst I let Rude Boy ponder. Good snots. I can tell you that that is not correct. That takes us back round to Fletcher. Spinning the wheel. There's 2 anti-garbages, remember, in the bank. That is a hint. Okay. This game is a first-person shooter. There's your hint. This game is a first-person shooter. And you may take a guess, Fletcher. But wait. Oh, you don't get an L, Fletcher. You don't get a letter because you got a hint. So you can pass if you want. You can pass. So the next person can add a letter if they want. I'm not right, Firefly. Isn't that right? Yes. Yes, it is human. Okay, pass. Cool. Alright. In that case, I will spin the wheel for Renegade. You can strategically pass, that's up to you. 150 points. 150 points. Go for L. That did indeed add 150 to the score. Pass it on. Alright, okay. Which takes us to Red Boy. Getting a spin. 100 points. Maybe not what you were hoping for, but... See, you've got two anti-garbages in the tank. This is exactly the time you should be stringing it along. You can get the Y. Yeah, I thought I could do it without taking it away, but I can't. There we go. And I'd like to solve the puzzle. You may, Rude Boy. Go on. What is it? Nah, I feel like there probably should be a rule in place that once you have all the consonants, that the round kind of has to come to some kind of end. GoldenEye is correct. Banking the points in the pool. What does that do for it as well? 14, 70, 50. Oops. Okay, so that was the makeup round for the botch of the previous one. So Rude Boy actually purchased another round. Rude Boy, you get that right, so you get to pick the category for next round. You do indeed. You do indeed. Rude Boy's picking a category. A category. Actor. Okay, okay. I would just double check I've spelt a name right. Okay. Good, 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 good. Good, 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 good. Okay, there we go. It is set up. Very good. People guessing. Alright, so who are the three people for this round? Remind me, Rude Boy. There's the name. Cindy, Fletch, and Ren. Oh, Ren gave hers to the ever meek Elsa. Okay, so Cindy, Fletch, and Elsa. All right, Cindy, my dear, this is your spin. Whoa! Straight in there. Remember, the category is actor. So Bob's guess that the first word is the. I mean, it's bold. The Rock. Actually, Cindy's not said it in a while. Cindy might be MIA. We'll give her a couple of minutes though. Sometimes Cindy will lie and wait quietly, waiting to strike. She was here not long ago. Oh, actually, it's been a while now that I'm scrolling up. She was here just at the case when I was asking the group moment happened. Oh, Tyler's definitely gone. Because Tyler always falls asleep when it's a weeknight. Tyler's not been here for a while. Can always tag yourself in, rude boy. Bob can take over. Alright, Bob. Bob, your consonant guess here is for 1,000 points per appearance. So Bob, Fletch, and Elsa. Bob, Fletch, and Elsa. Elsa stands up for what she believes in all the time. I do nothing but hear it. You guessed T. Alright. Okay, and that adds 2,000 points. To the pool. Yeah, you get 2 anti-garbage still in the tank. I got you, can't. Yes, I got you. I would have to just take away the conferring nonsense just so there's no confusion. No, not much to turn. Not much to turn. Bob's just either going to guess or pass. We're just waiting on that from Bob. Firefly. The Station is my guess. Interesting actor, but no. All right, so that takes us on to. I've forgotten who's playing. Fletcher. Yeah, Bob Fletcher Elsa. That's what it is. Bob Fletcher Elsa. Bob Fletcher Elsa. All right, Fletcher. Take that away so I can spin. Spin for Fletcher. £200 points. 200 points. Yeah, I suppose I could do that. Ooh, that's a funky color. There you go. Right, M. For 200 points. There is one. Can I re-guess? And I've moved on to the next turn now, Bob. It'll come back round to you. Besides, you don't necessarily want to get it right too quickly if you want to rank up some points. What could it be? Da, 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 da. Tom Sterrett from from El Leon. Ah, Fletcher's always fun. All right, Elsa, you get your spin. Another anti-garbage. Oh my. So you get a flat 200 value here. Still get a letter, but it's just a flat 200. But that's a third anti-garbage. We're basically safe from garbage from the rest of the night. I have to put them like Firefly. It's getting sore. Go for S. It does add 1. That pushes up to 2,400 in the pool. Ba-dum. Ba-da-dum bum bum. Ba-da-dum. Bum 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 bum. Ba-da-dum. Bum bum ba-dum. Mm-hmm. 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 Is that a guess, Elsa? Making it clear. Oops. La, 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 la. Spin away. Okay. Okay. We're back round to Bob. Oh, I didn't. Oh, here we go. Almost missed it. 1,000 points for a correct letter, for a correct consonant. 1,000 points. Is that the second one this round? You guess K? Oh. Go away, Firefly. That does indeed add 1,000 to the board, giving you 3,400 in the pool. I made a guess and you never saw it. What kind of game show host are you? You did? Oh, Tom Hanks was a serious guess? Oh. Sorry, Elsa. I thought you were conferring with the group. I already get pulled up once tonight for taking a guess as an actual guess. Maybe Bob wants the glory. Bob wants to be the one to solve it. Pass so we can get points. Alright. Meaning that we're on to Elsa, right? So I'll spin the wheel for Elsa. 150 points. Or whatever letter you're going for. $150 points. Firefly. Behave yourself, cat. Oh. I have not been sneaking in some Voyager. I just happen to really like the theme music. You go for N. 150 points. 150 points. That did indeed add to the total. Now, I am here to inform you now that there is no consonants left. And I think what we'll do when that happens is that it needs to be guessed within like one cycle of turns. So Elsa has one chance, and then the next person has one chance, and then the third person has one chance. And then if it's not done by then, it's a fail, I guess. But presumably if we get to the point where there's no consonants left, it shouldn't be that hard to solve. But I've got a feeling that Elsa's going to get it right. I would like to give my final answer, Tom Atkins. Tom Atkins is, of course, correct. There you go. Boom. Which means... what are we adding here? 17... 18... to 18.3, okay. There you go, that's a good one to go out on, I think. There you go. I see it as a successful round. Maybe the total is a little bit too high, but well, yeah, once we hit it once, I'll maybe bump it down a little bit. But yeah. I do think the buying the rounds method seems to be better. With the exception of that one round that was over in like 2 turns. Polybus, which was the video game you were trying to think of. I actually haven't heard of it. I have not heard of it, I'm afraid. Right, so I think I'll wrap up for tonight. I'm on a bit of a weird tight schedule because of just the weird hectic day or two I've had and things being pushed back, and I've got stuff that I need to work through. So I'll wrap up the stream tonight. But I think that was a really successful round of Wheel of Fuzz games. So I will see you guys in the not too distant future. I think there'll be no stream tomorrow for sure. Sunday's not impossible, although Sunday may be more of a gaming stream than a regular stream, and then maybe early next week we'll come back with a normal games, regular stream with the Fuzz game. So thank you very much for joining me. Thank you to all the people who tipped tonight and kept the game going. I love you guys loads. It's been a pleasure, and I will see you guys next time. Good night, guys.